That's a strong premise. The conflict is personal as well as political, which gives the story emotional weight. Here's a possible opening. The utopian future. Chapter 1. The Perfect World, year 2626. For over 200 years, the one-world government had promised humanity peace, equality, and security. Wars had ended, crime had almost disappeared, hunger was a distant memory, but freedom had become the price. Every home contained government monitoring systems. Every conversation could be recorded. Every purchase, journey, friendship, and opinion was stored in a central database. Citizens were assigned careers, approved hobbies, and even recommended life partners. Individual choice was considered dangerous. The government called it the utopian future. Not everyone agreed. Luran stood at the window of her apartment overlooking the spotless city below. Silent transport vehicles glided between towering white buildings, while surveillance drones drifted through the air like mechanical birds. "It isn't living," she whispered. "It's existing." For months, she had secretly questioned the government's authority. She had attended illegal meetings, read forbidden history books, and spoken openly against President Jason Davis and his administration. She knew the risks. Behind her stood Mandy, her wife. "You've got to stop saying these things out loud," Mandy pleaded quietly. "If they hear you." "They already hear everything," Luran replied. "What's the point of pretending?" Mandy lowered her eyes. She loved Luran, but fear had become part of everyday life. Neither of them realized someone else had been listening. Across the city, Arthur sat alone in a government communications office. Luran's brother had always believed the one-world government protected humanity from itself. Loyalty was everything. When the report appeared on his terminal identifying illegal anti-government speech from his sister's apartment, his heart sank. He had a choice: ignore it or report his own sister. His hand hovered over the confirmation button. "I'm sorry, Luran," he whispered. He pressed it. Within seconds, government security headquarters received the alert. President Jason Davis read the report without emotion. "So," he said calmly, "another citizen believes she knows better than the system." Standing beside him were two of his most trusted officials. Lance Grimm folded his arms. "I'll have her arrested immediately." David George nodded. "No delays. If one voice is allowed to spread, thousands will follow." Jason Davis looked out across the capital city. "Find Luran and make an example of her." Far away, Luran watched the sun set over the silent city, unaware that the government was already coming for her. This sets up the main conflict between Luran, her brother Arthur, and the one-world government, while introducing President Jason Davis, Lance Grimm, David George, and Mandy. It also ends on a cliffhanger that leads naturally into Chapter 2.